Hey everyone, my name is Marianne. I live here in Canada with my husband and two kids ages 5 and 6. I make videos on simplifying motherhood and life through easy organization and decluttering. In today's video, I am showing you a decluttering haul. So I would say this is over the last probably 2 months, I would say, so maybe 60-ish days. We have a donation box at all times. It sits in our basement in our crawl space. It's kind of out of the way, and we just periodically throw things in there as we are moving through the house, as we're going through life. We have become so accustomed to it. It is just part of our everyday routine. My husband and I, even the kids, will sometimes say, you know what, I'm ready for this to go into the donate pile, and so it goes there. And then every once in a while, maybe every few months, maybe just whenever the pile is huge, I pack it all up and drop it off, and it is no longer part of our life. What I'm doing today is I'm showing you everything that we have in that pile right now. I want to give you some inspiration, some motivation, ideas for things that maybe you have in your house that you no longer need and could pass on. It's gonna be totally random and in no particular order. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start off with kids stuff, which I feel like is usually relatively easy. This is just one little book that I had, and I'm not sure if Annie wrote just outgrow it. Sometimes I'll throw them in there if it's like not a book that I really love. Sometimes I'll pick them up secondhand, and like maybe out of 5 books, I'll only like 3 of them, and so the other 2 just get passed along. So this is something that I will just drop off at our little free library. We have a ton of them in our city. If you've never used one, look them up. They're super cute, and I love them for getting new books and dropping off ones that we're already done with. And I do want to mention that in terms of donations. So I use donations as a pretty big term. The items here will probably go to general thrift shop donation. We have a local small store that I shop at regularly, so that's usually where I'd like to take my things. But in the case of some kids' clothes, we have a local consignor as well, so I may take some of them there. Or in terms of books, the Little Free Library is one of my go-tos. And then of course, the goal is to have these items reused by somebody else in the community or someone else in the world. So I always want to be kind of strategic when I'm dropping things off or getting rid of them. Okay, same on kids topics is another book. This is a coloring book I actually got for Leo. It's specifically like to do with making comics and cartoons, that kind of thing, which he's pretty into. He likes that kind of thing. I bought this for him for our March break trip, which was how many months ago? Over 4 months ago, and he's barely used it. So I asked him, if you're okay with this, I'm gonna pass this on to someone else, and he absolutely said yes, he was fine with that. So I ripped out, I think he wrote on 1 page, so I just ripped out that 1 page, and the rest of it's brand new. So definitely someone else will be able to use that. A pair of really funny glasses. We've been doing a lot of the activities at our local public library, and a lot of the kids' activities, they get like little prizes for stuff, and this is the ones she chose. They don't fit her, and I know she will never even put them on for dress up, so I'm gonna pass those along. If you saw last week's video, which was about our incoming items for the month of July, so 30 days I recorded everything that came into our home, and I will link that video below in case you haven't seen it. But one of the things we got was our friend gifted us new matching suits, bathing suits for the kids, and they're super cute. So I just chose 2 bathing suits for the kids that I knew that they had basically outgrown. These are like little shark ones that Leo says he's too cool for now. So that was an easy choice. Those 2 items will go to make room for the new bathing suits. Okay, so here are the kids' clothes I'm getting rid of. This little dress, it technically fits Annie Rose, but for some weird reason it looks like pajamas on her, like it looks like a nightgown, and I can't like unsee it. This she won't wear because it's so cute, little cute t-shirt, but it's not pink or purple, so she won't wear it. Same with this green dress. I'm totally obsessed with this cute little green dress. I absolutely love it. She's 5 right now. It would fit her perfectly. She refuses to wear it, and honestly, it's not worth the fight, so I just let it go. Same with this dress. I think this is so cute, and she loves rainbows, and it's like rainbowed and striped and so cute and comfortable, but I think the fit is a bit weird, so I'm passing that one along. Another one, this white dress, which is so cute with a little gold line, little gold stripes. I'm obsessed with it. It's so cute, but she refuses to wear it, and I'm not up for the fight. I don't really care. I have 2 pairs of runners for her that she has both outgrown, so I'm gonna pass both of those along. And this is a bag. I have like a whole bag. I try to, when I am creating our little like outgoing piles, I try to separate them a little bit by if I have like a friend I know I'm dropping some off at, that kind of thing. So this is a pile of hand-me-downs that I had separated, that ones that like I really love, that were really nice, that I think a friend of mine would like. So that little sweatshirt. So these are all items that she has simply outgrown. So I probably have about 10 little items in there that are hand-me-downs for a friend. Another kid thing is, it's like a V-reader, a VTech reader, I don't know. It comes with like a little collection of games and that kind of thing. We've had it for a few years and they've never really used it, so I am passing that along as well. Annie Rose had a dance recital in the spring, and she has this very cute costume, which she doesn't want to let go of yet, which I have accepted. It did come in this big garment bag, like a huge garment bag, and we have no use for the garment bag. Like I just ended up putting her actual costume in like her clothing tote in the basement, and she can take it out for like a special occasion, or if she wants to wear it for Halloween. The garment bag we have no use for, so I'm passing that along. Okay, on to grown-up stuff. If you watch, I also recently did a declutter my closet video, and so I got rid of 10 clothing items in that when I did that video. So those are all in there, and they're all being donated. Separate from my actual clothing declutter video, I also had a few items that put into our donate bin in the spring when I was going through my stuff. A tank top that never really fit right, a couple sweaters that I kind of worn the heck out of, and I just simply could not wear them another time. Maybe there was 4 items like that I'm also just gonna donate as well. In the spring, Scott went on a little shopping spree for himself. He got himself some golf shirts and hats. So he threw in his purple golf shirt. He wants to get rid of that. So that's in the donate pile, and a few hats here that he is ready to let go of. So they're also all going in the donate pile. Scott also got new sunglasses, so these ones he no longer needs. I went to a themed concert. It was an 80s theme, I think, maybe a month or 2 ago. And so I wanted like little accessories to wear. So I ended up buying a few little, like, you know how at the thrift shop you can get these little hair accessories or jewelry and stuff in the bags. So it came as like a set. So I ended up keeping a few of the items out of it that I did use, and I'm still using actually, but these little, like it had little barrettes and it had a little headband that I know I just will never wear. So I just put those directly, like I did not even put them into my accessories bin. I didn't put them in the bathroom. I took out what I wanted and I put these ones that I wasn't gonna use directly back into our donate bin. Yeah, I think that's like a golf thing, or is that a bottle? These are the items that Scott will randomly just put in there. I think it's to do with either beer or golf. Okay, here's a good example of something. My friend Kelsey gifted me a beautiful, gorgeous black leather handbag for my birthday. It was so beautiful. I love it. I immediately took the tags off. I immediately started using it. It fits my laptop perfectly, and I use it consistently almost every day. So it came with a cloth bag, almost like a little bag that you would use if you're traveling with it, or if I wanted to keep it protected from dust and stuff in, like, say if I kept it in my closet. But that is not the case. I know I will never do that. I am just going to use the heck out of that bag every single day until it completely dies. This is a perfect example of something that could easily like gather dust in your house for years and years without you noticing it and just becoming clutter. But I knew right away I was never going to use this, so I put it straight into our donate box. We have always only had tall drinking glasses, and so a few weeks ago Scott and I finally snapped and spent, I think, $5 or $10 on used but very beautiful short glasses, like short juice glasses basically. And we love them and they're perfect. And so we had like a few actually tall ones we didn't need and couldn't fit in the cupboard and just don't need them. So I ended up getting rid of, I think there was a couple of these in there, of these tall drinking glasses that we just don't need. This is actually hilarious because you know the drawer underneath your stove, and that can usually store some of your extra cooking sheets and baking sheets in there. And almost always people have things in there that they don't know what they use, what they're from, or they used to be for like an old appliance or something. And then the other day I was getting to like my bottom muffin sheet for some reason, and I spotted this little contraption. I don't know what this is. Roasting pan thing of some sort. I have no idea. I don't know what this does. I've never used it. I never purchased it. Don't know where it came from. I'm assuming it was in our oven when we got it. So it is leaving our house. Hey guys, okay, so I just finished recording my declutter video, and then within 24 hours, I had so much more stuff already. So I thought I'm gonna jump on, I'm gonna share these other items to give you even more ideas to work with. Random thing. We have dryer balls that we use in our dryer for our laundry, and they came in this cute little bag, which for some reason was still in our laundry room. We never use it. Our dryer balls live in our dryer at all times. So this has no purpose and it can go. My brother and sister-in-law dropped off a box of cute little hand-me-down items from my niece, which included like a bunch of clothes and a few little stuffies. So I kept the cutest ones, her favorite for her to keep. And then all the extras I just immediately let go of. And I get that question a lot because a lot of our clients will get a ton of hand-me-downs, even like toys and clothing. I've had entire garbage bags dropped off from friends, and I will leave, if the kids are around, they'll play with a few of the items, and then we end up keeping like 1, maybe 2 items of it, and the rest just get passed on. A pair of flip-flops, technically either kid could have worn them this year, neither of them wore them at all, so they are gone. A pair of rain boots. I just went through all of our kids' stuff for back to school, and a pair of rain boots that Leo had outgrown, I was potentially keeping for Annie Rose, but she has already been given a hand-me-down pair that she likes better because of course they have sparkle and pink, and these red ones, are not her favorites, so those are gonna go too. When I did the back to school stuff, we went through spring coats, and this is the cutest little yellow rain cute. Isn't it just so sweet? It is 3T. He was kind of a small kid. I did squeeze him into it last year, but now it is absolutely definitely too small for both my kids, so it's gone. Leo is 6 now, and apparently he thinks he's too cool for regular underwear now. He upgraded all of his underwear to boxer briefs. He just passed these to me. I didn't even talk about it. He just gave all of these regular underwear back to me, and he said they're for babies and that he doesn't want them anymore, so we passed those on. This helmet, it's like an old hockey helmet that's spray painted gold that Scott had for his ball hockey team, I think, a million years ago. And they used this, I think, at their end of the year game, or at each game, one of the guys was voted like best player or something, and then they wore this around at the change room. I don't know, something weird like that. I have no idea. It's been sitting in our house for a few years, and I have asked him multiple times and he wasn't able to let go of it. And finally this week he said, you know what, I think we're ready to let it go. So that is gone. Annie Rose also got a new hand-me-down lunch bag for school this year, so she decided that she wanted to keep the new one she got from her cousin, and this one we're gonna let go. Annie Rose did soccer this summer. These cleats were so cute. They were hand-me-downs from my brother, like my niece, and they worked perfectly for this year. However, even if she played soccer next year, they wouldn't fit her because they're already probably a bit tight on her. And she also probably never play soccer again because she did not like it. I don't think we have any reason to keep these, so they're gone. You know those laces that you can buy that are stretchy and you put in shoes, specifically usually kids' shoes, to make them sort of slip-ons, or so that they don't have to lace up shoes? We bought these a long time ago because we were thinking that they would be handy. I've attempted them probably 5 times and they've just never been like the right size. They're always a bit small, so they are going. Okay, now is the actual last thing. You know those shallow totes that are kind of handy? This was left over from a client project, I think it was. I might have been using it for donations or something. I kept it because the odd time I will, thinking, you know what, I might use it for another client project, or I might use it in our own home. Just totes like this are really, handy to have around. However, it has been months that I've been holding on to this and I have never used it. I have no specific use for it. I don't have a plan for it. If anything, we're trying to have less items in our house, not more. So there's no reason for me to store any more items. So I'm going to use this to fill up with donations and drop off at the thrift shop. All right, guys, that is actually the true end. That is the real end of my declutter haul this time. I hope this gives you inspiration to let go of items in your home that are no longer being used or loved. Remember that a simple clutter-free home is so much easier to look after. You will have more time and more peace. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.